Welcome back to Teddy Gone Rogue. Today, more women freaking out about the fact that men are no longer approaching them. They seem to really not understand at this point why, and they're trying to figure it out. Let's help them out today. Make sure to like and subscribe on your way in, and let's get straight into the video.
Stop telling me to go meet someone in the wild when I go in the wild and someone will be staring at me the whole entire night and won't come say hi. How many more times is that going to happen? How many more times am I going to be in the bar, playing pool, at the coffee shop, on a walk, and I will be staring down another person who is staring me down, smiling across the table, whatever, and you don't come say hi? Oh my gosh. What am I meant to do, you guys? Am I going to have, we always have to make the first move or something? Because, oh my gosh.
Yes, you do have to make the first move, because you would anyway. If there was a really attractive guy in front of you, you would absolutely make the first move. The only reason that you don't make the first move with these guys that are looking at you is because they're giving you attention. They're looking at you and you love that attention. Okay, so you're like, well, I'm now the one that's on a pedestal because he's looking at me. He's showing me attention. So I'll just wait for him to approach me, and then I can decide whether he's worthy of me or not. That's obviously how it works. So the men who know that you don't have to approach women, like guys like myself, they're not going to approach you anyway. And they're the guys that you actually want. The guys that approach you are the guys that you only want attention from, so that you can feel validation from the fact that you got attention from a man. You feel validated. You're like, I'm pretty. I got a man to look at me and come over to me and ask for my number. He wanted to date me. He probably would have married me. The truth is that no, he wouldn't have done any of those things. And the fact is that that guy that is probably looking at you is well aware that if a woman likes a man, she will approach him.
I feel like it's so rare that men shoot their shot in public anymore, or like even just say hi like a normal human being. I feel like men are so intimidated now and hiding behind social media. They don't know how to talk to girls in real life anymore. And the ones that do are like the freaks, and they be approaching you in the weirdest ways.
Do you see? This is what I mean by once a man approaches them, they feel like they've been validated, they feel like they're above the man, and they're not going to give you the time of day, the vast majority of them. That's because they actually think that they're above you. They've won the game. They wanted attention and you gave it to them. The game is you don't give them any attention. Literally, if every man, which it is seemingly happening, if every man just doesn't approach women for long enough, they will absolutely go out of their way to approach you. Now, this doesn't mean you don't have to work on yourself, because you do. They're not going to approach men they're not interested in or attracted to. So I suggest you hit the gym, get buff, and become interesting. Learn some new skills, learn something, start building something for yourself, whether that's a business or a skill set or whatever. Start becoming a better version of yourself, and the women are waiting at the finish line for you. You don't have to muck around with any of this stuff, like approaching women. Let them cry about not being approached. The men that are not approaching, they're winning, because look at the effect they're having on the women.
I just want to talk about the men not approaching women thing. If you are a man and you are watching this, you have to be not afraid to be rejected. That's part of the game. That's part of being a man. You have to be okay with being rejected. You can't be a beta. You can't be a pussy. You have to go up to women and be fine if she says no. That's it. And it's not a reflection on you. She's just not into you if she says no. But go up to women. If you see a cute girl at the gym, there's ways you can go up to women that aren't creepy. Like, you can be like, hey, do you need a spot? Like, say something about their form, or just like say hi. Just say hi. It's so easy. If a girl's looking at you at a bar, go up to her. She wants you. If you see a cute girl at a bar, go up to her. You don't even have to buy her a drink. Just say hi. Compliment something about what she's wearing. Compliment, like, her hair, anything. It's not that hard. It's very easy. You just have to be not scared of getting rejected is the thing. That is part of being a man. So what? You want us to go up to you? So the girls have to not be scared to get rejected? That's what it's come to? No. As a man, you're the one that has to put yourself out there and be okay getting rejected. That's the risk that you take by being a man. So man up, everyone. Pull up your pants, find your man card, okay? Because I think you lost it. And go up to a girl this weekend.
What man is approaching that woman? kudos to her for not getting online with a face full of makeup, but this is what a lot of these women look like after you take off their makeup. These women that have such high self-esteem because they've caked on the makeup, this is what they look like the morning after. When you wake up and you realize, oh wait, she's not hot at all. This is what you're actually getting yourself into. If you want to know why men are not approaching you, it's because this is what they're getting. This woman is saying, oh, you have to actually not be a wuss and you have to approach us. First of all, men don't have to do anything. We don't have to do a single thing, because if we had enough money, you would come to us. If we were hot enough and we had a body, you would come to us. If we were attractive enough, facial symmetry was perfect, you would come up to us. That's literally as simple as it gets. You women look for the most superficial traits instead of looking for a man's character, which is actually the guys that will give you commitment. You should be getting to know who the person is as opposed to what they look like. But my God, what man is approaching this woman?
I have some thoughts about why I don't think men approach women, specifically in New York City. Maybe I can generalize to all metropolitan cities in general. This is coming from a girl who has been in a long-term relationship for over 5 years. So if that triggers you, please scroll, because fair, I don't have like actual in the field experience with this. But I have noticed this with all my friends who are majority single in New York. And when I go out with them, even large groups of women, which I know are very intimidating, I wouldn't approach a large group of women either. And also small groups of women, like I'm talking like 2 or 3 girls, where it's a more approachable number of women.
Just before she goes any further, I just wanted to mention to the men out here listening, it's actually easier to pick up a woman if there's a large group of women. That's actually less intimidating, not more intimidating. Let me explain. Not that I'm saying to approach women in general, but it is a good way to put yourself in their environment and to kind of feel out the ones that are there and who might be interested in you. All you have to do, right, is make them laugh. If you can make that group laugh, just have a joke with them. And if they get it, if they're not spastic or whatever, and they laugh, then you're kind of in the room and you can kind of have a look at who's looking at you when they're laughing, and you can have a look at who might be interested. It doesn't mean that they are, it just means that they might be. It might give you some sort of in there, and then you can start a conversation with them and see if you're interested in them and whether they're worth your time.
Why I think this is not happening as often as we would like, or historically, is because I think women just have more autonomy now. I believe like back in the 1900s, 1800s, women couldn't own land, couldn't vote, didn't even think they could ever have a career. That never crossed their minds. They were trad wives living at home, supporting their husband, raising children, birthing children. Yes, of course, like many women still do that, and as they should and are.
Okay, I'm not going to listen to the rest of this one because she's already wrong. In the past, women didn't need to work because men could make all the money and provide for the entire family. They were not forced to stay home. Women were always working to some capacity. There was always some women working. Women were not allowed to work, as this woman has said. That's never been the case.
Why are you guys not approaching women? What is that about? What is that about? I have seen so many hot guys lately, and we make eyes, we exchange the look, we have the look, and then there's nothing else. I'm like, are you gonna come approach me? Hello, I don't wanna be the one to approach you, okay? Because that's not my man's. My man's has, you know, the balls that he has, and he's not afraid to come up to me and say something, say hello. So if you're a man out there, you know, you guys have balls for a reason. Use them. And don't be afraid to approach women, because we don't want to do that, you know? This is just a pro tip, okay? Chime in.
A confident man is not going to approach you. I love this delusion that women are under, that a man that approaches you is confident, but the moment that he approaches you, you're no longer interested and he's a creep. Do you see how that works? The truth is that the man that's confident is going to have a look at you. He's going to look you up and down and go, okay, is this one going to be too much trouble? Does she look like she's probably got a pretty high body count? Is she worth my time and effort of even having a discussion with? Do I think that she might be able to hold a conversation? And at the end of the day, do I want to slap that? And if the answer to all of those is not yes, then he's definitely not going to even make the effort of having a conversation with you or like saying hi or anything like that.
Guys don't approach girls at the bars anymore. Don't expect guys to come up to me, but I know the caliber of my friends, and I know what those bitches look like, and they are some stunning. If guys aren't going up to them, guys aren't going up to in anyone. So I think if you're going up to girls at the bar in the first place, whether you say hi, whether you say, can I buy you a drink, whether you use Nick's line, which is a great line, by the way.
Thank you.
I think you have a million times better of a shot.
Yeah, I mean,
you really don't have all that much competition because guys aren't going up to girls. It's not like 15 guys are going up to a girl in a night to tell her how pretty she is. She probably gets one a night.
The competition is not in the bars. The competition is the 5% of guys that have had a vast majority of the women that are in every city, okay? These apps have ruined the women, and men assume that the women are using the apps. They assume you've got a huge body count because until proven otherwise, if you're pretty and, if you're attractive and you're on an app, you can have even if you're not pretty, even if you're just a woman, if you're just a woman, just an average plain Jane woman, and you get online on these apps, literally every man is swiping in the same direction for every single girl, no matter how ugly she is, because they want to see whether or not they can get in there, and they want to see where they can kind of make things work. And because of that, we also know that you women are getting just insane amounts of attention from men, including very good looking men, very rich men, very tall men, very whatever men, okay? And so men that are more insecure, which are not the men you want anyway, are going to be put off from approaching you. And the men that are confident, they're not going to bother with approaching you. You're not worth their time. They can tell just by looking at you, you've probably been passed around town, and there's no real reason for them to want to get in there and catch a disease for no reason. That's a wrap for everyone watching on YouTube, BitChute, Odyssey, and Rumble. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to check out my Patreon page. The link is in the description of this video. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments down below. I'll see you in the next one.